Hello students, in this video we shall be discussing the remaining questions of question paper which have appeared in 2018 for computer applications. So we shall begin from where we left. The next question is, write two characteristics of constructor. So here is the answer. Two characteristics of constructors are as follows. Name of the constructor is same as that of class name, and constructors have no return type, not even void. And the second characteristic is constructors have no return type, not even void. Here I have given some additional information as usual, which can be very useful for you for some other answers. Here the information is types of constructors. There are basically two types of constructors: default constructors, which are also referred to as non-parameterized constructors, and the second one is parameterized constructor. So the basic difference between non-parameterized and parameterized constructor is the non-parameterized constructors, they don't have any parameters, and they basically are meant for assigning the instance variables of the class with the default values. So most of the time compiler itself provides you a default constructor, you don't write it. However, at times it is required for a programmer to write a default constructors. But the key point here for default constructor is it shall be doing the assigning of some default values to the instance variable of that particular class. However, make sure that in default constructors or non-parameterized constructors, you don't have any parameters. On the contrary, parameterized constructors are those constructors which have parameters, and during the object creation, we pass some parameters values, and these values are assigned to the instance variable of the class. So that is the basic difference. However, for this particular answer, these two points are sufficient. Moving on to the next question. Write the output of the following: system.out.println incredible plus, this is a escape sequence that we shall be discussing later, plus world. So let us see what the answer is. Yeah, so here is the answer for you. See, ignore this 1 and 2. This I have just written to tell you the line number. However, it is not required for your answer. Just use two different lines. So I'll explain you the output. Incredible. First, it will print incredible plus, this is a escape sequence. This particular escape sequence, this slash and small n, it means change the line. It is something similar to println function. So make sure whenever you encounter this kind of escape sequence, that is this slash and n, remember it means the control will change the line. So the answer will be something like this: incredible. First it will print incredible, it will encounter an escape sequence, the slash n, it will change the line, and then it will go and print world. So here is the answer. So I'll also tell you something more about escape sequences. Firstly, that such kind of things are known as escape sequences, but there is a definition in Java for escape sequences which can be asked in exam. So whenever you are asked about escape sequences, you can write this. In Java, escape sequences are used to print certain non-graphic characters like a new line, that is slash n, or tab space, etc. So there are certain non-graphic characters which cannot be printed simply. For that, we make use of escape sequences. Make sure this is the keyword for this answer, non-graphic characters. So make sure you memorize it properly. So this backslash n, which means change the line. Tab, that is backslash t. So this tab is basically meant to give a tab if you are printing and trying to format your output in a particular way. So in those cases, you make use of escape sequences. So it's as simple as that. In this question, they have tested you how to use this change line escape sequence. In other question, they might test you how to use this tab escape sequence. So make sure you memorize some basic escape sequences. Now we'll move on to the next question, which says, convert the following if-else construct into switch case. Fine, let us see what the question is. If var double equal to 1, system.out.println good. Okay, that is, they are going to check the value of variable var in the condition statements. If it is 1, the output should be good. Else if the value of var is 2, then print better. Else if value of var is 3, print best. Else print invalid. So what we are supposed to do in this question is we have to convert this if-else construct into switch case. So now we have seen in the if-else construct the variable for which the value is being checked and the condition is var. So it's very simple. We are going to write it as switch var. This is the place where you mention the variable name whose value is being checked against different cases. So case number 1, where the value of var is 1, case 1, colon, system.out.println, good, and then break. Remember, this break statement is very important in switch case construct. As soon as this break statement is executed, the control comes out of the entire switch block. So that is what you want. You don't want it to go and check other statements, because you have already found the correct statement. In that case, what you're supposed to do is do whatever you have to do for that particular correct case, that is print whatever value you want to print, and after that you simply break from there. Similarly, we'll write another cases. Case 2, system.out.println better, and after that break. Case 3, system.out.println best. See, it's very simple. For value 1, I'll show you the if-else construct once again. See, for value 1, good. Value 2, better. Value 3, best. Same we are going to do in switch case also. Nothing, no change in the logic. Only the change in the syntax. So for case 3, it's best, break. And see, this is an important thing. Like you have else in the if-else construct, that is the like output that you can give it if none of your conditions are getting matched. You write it in else. Like here they are saying invalid in else. Similarly, you have something called as default. If none of these cases match, default thing will always get executed if none of them get matched. So it's something similar to your else. So in default, you're going to print invalid. It's as simple as that. Moving on to the next question. Let us see what it is. Okay, it's an output kind of question. Now, achievement dot replace e comma a. Fine. Replace is a method of string class. It works on a string object. Achievement is an object here, and it takes 2 parameters. First parameter is the character that is to be replaced in the given string object, which means achievement here, and the second character is the new character that should appear in the place of the old replaced character. So it's very explicit method. I mean, you can understand it by the name itself, and let us see what it does. All the occurrences of E in this string object achievement will be replaced by A. Now see, A, C, H, I. This E is replaced by A, V, then again E is again this one should be replaced by A. Yeah. Again this one should be replaced by A. Again M. Then this E should be replaced by A and N and T. So the first, all the occurrences of E will be replaced by A. That will be the output for this answer. In the next question, dedicate dot compare to devote. Fine. Compare to is again a method of string class, and it gives the return type of compare to is an integer. What it basically does is it compares the 2 given string objects. First one is the string object, and the second one here, the string parameter, which is passed. So what it does is it will start with the first character in this string and the first character in this string, and it will compare them. In case they are equal, it means in case they are same, it will go on to the next character. Let us start doing that, and then in the course of this dry run, I will tell you what happens. D and D. At 0th position, it will be compared. Both of them are same. Fine, move on. Then again E and E. Both are same. We can't do anything. Move on. D and V. They are not same. What now it will do is, it will take the ASCII value of D, write it down. It will take the ASCII value of V, write it down, and simply subtract them. And make sure that you know the sequence. This thing minus this thing means whatever value comes from this string will come first, and whatever value comes from this string will come next. It is actually in sequence, so it is very easy to memorize. It will do the calculation and it will give you -18 as the answer. So that is the answer for this question. Now we'll move on to the next question. Consider the following string array and give the output. I hope all of you know what is a string array. A string array is an array which contains string elements in it. So here is a string array with elements as Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Lucknow and Jaipur. System.println ARR, okay, that is the name of your array, 0 dot length is greater than ARR3 dot length. Fine. So what is, let us first try to simplify it. ARR 0, this means the element at the 0th position. The element at the 0th position is Delhi, and Delhi dot length, this is a string object. Length is the method of string class which works on a string object. So what is the length of Delhi? So let us count it. 1 2 3 4 5. It is 5. Fine. So here this entire part will come out to be 5, greater than ARR 3. So let us find what is the element at third position. 0 1 2 3. Element at the third position is Lucknow, and Lucknow dot length, what is the length of Lucknow? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Fine. Length of Lucknow is 7. So this came out to be 5, this came out to be 7. 5 is greater than 7, that is Boolean expression, and the value of it will be false, so false will be printed as the output for this particular line. And make sure to note that here it is ln, which means it will first print it and then it will change the line. Now we'll move on to the next statement. The next statement is this one. System.out.println ARR4.substring 0, 3. So here the element at fourth position is Jaipur, and from Jaipur we want to substring 0, 3. I need to explain you how the substring method works. Substring method works in this way. It will take two parameters here and it will have a string object here. So what it will do is, substring means it is going to extract a small part of a given string. So in order to extract any part of a string, you need to the start point and the end point from where you are going to extract, right? So this first point, first parameter being passed is the start point. That is, take the start from the 0th position in the string. So the starting will be from J, because J is at the 0th position. And I'll tell you a trick to do such kind of questions. Starting is very easy. You can simply figure it out what is the 0th position. So it is this J. Had it been 1, you would have started it from A. Now take this second parameter, subtract 1 from it. Always remember, when in this substring thing, the second parameter which has to give you the end of the substring, take that and subtract 1 from it. So in this case it will come out to be 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now that will become your ending position. Here it will be 0, 1 and 2. So it will become I. Till I you have to take as an output. So that will come out to be J, J-A-I, J. Here again I have given you an example. I have made use of my own name here. So okay, length method, it returns the length of the string. We know that. This has been used in this question. That is why I am explaining you here. Amrendra.length, it will give you 8. How to use substring method? So substring method takes two parameters and it works on a string. Amrendra.substring 0, 5. So as I have told you earlier, it will start from the 0th position, and 5 means 5 you have to subtract 1 from it, and that will give you the end position, which means 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Start from 0, that is A, and go till 4th position. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is N. So AMREN, that will be the output. Now let us see one more example. Amrendra.substring 3, 7, which means start from 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. We start from E, this E, and where to end? This is 7. Again we will subtract 1 from here. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. So it will end at 6th position. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is R. So start from this E and end at R. That will give you output as ENDR. So this is how your substring method works. It is very important for your exam. Now we'll move on to the next question. This is your ternary operator question. Rewrite the following using ternary operator. Okay, let me tell you, ternary operator can be used to do all the if-else kind of things. So they have given you a if-else block and they want you to convert it into ternary. So the question is, if bill is greater than 10,000, discount is equal to, they are giving you 10% discount, and else the discount is equal to 5% discount. So this is simple mathematics which is given in this question. So when you are going to convert it into ternary operator, what you have to do is write discount is equal to, why? Because discount is being assigned some value after this, after the execution of this if else construct. So you also want the discount to get that value using ternary operator. So you will write it like this: discount is equal to whatever condition is being checked in ternary operator, that will become the first part. That is, bill is greater than 10,000. After writing the condition, you put a question mark, and after question mark you write, in case this condition is true, what should be assigned to discount. So as per this, in case this condition is true, discount should be assigned this value, bill into 10 divided by 100. So bill greater than 10,000, then you can consider this question mark as then the value of discount should be this 10 into bill divided by 100. Else you have else part here. Similarly, you have else part in this ternary operator. After writing, when the answer when the condition is true, you put a colon, and after that colon comes the part which is there in your else statement. So in case this condition is false, this should be assigned to discount. So in that case, you'll simply copy and write it here, bill into 5 divided by 100. So if I read it out all over again, discount is equal to, if this is the condition, if bill is greater than 10,000, then this should be the discount, otherwise else this should be the discount. I have given you here the syntax of ternary operator, which is very important and useful if you memorize it. Syntax is, first you put the condition in bracket. You can write it in bracket, you cannot, you can simply write it without bracket, that is absolutely fine. So condition, then question mark. So you can read it out like this: if this condition is true, you can read this question mark as then. If this condition is true, then write the answer when condition is true, this colon as otherwise. Otherwise, answer when the condition is false. This is what we have done in earlier example. Now we'll move on to the next question. Give the output of the following program segment and also mention how many times the loop is executed. Oh, fine. Let us see it. Int I, I has been assigned value 5. Condition is, if I is greater than 10, I plus plus. So the very first time the value of I is 5, it will check the condition I is greater than 10. No, it's not. So it will not execute anything in this loop because condition is false. It will simply come out of the loop and execute the statement system.out.println I into 4. The value of I was 5 when it exited the loop. So I into 4, that is 5 into 4 is equal to 20. That will be the answer. One important point that I want to explain you might have come across many times that for loop, when the syntax of for loop is like, you have a curly brace for the starting and then you have a curly brace in the ending of the for loop. However, that is not mandatory. It is required only if you have multiple statements in your for block. That is, inside for loop, if you have multiple statements, in that case you have to use those curly braces. However, in this question you can see they are having only one statement inside for loop, that is system.out.println I. In this case it is not mandatory to write the curly braces. So that's it for this question, and we have come to the end of all the theory questions of ICSE examination of computer application 2018. So in next video I shall be starting with the programming section. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive regular updates. For more perfect answers, stay tuned to Answers 2.0. Soon I shall be uploading next video in this series. Till then, happy exam preparation.